Sancho.
His dribbling is quite nice under the circumstance, to be honest. Little layoff pass there. First time shot. Ooh, good finish with him there. Nice. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more reviews to do today. We're going to be doing one for Jadon Sancho's inform card, and we're going to also be doing one for the Japanese storyline player that gets you those links with David Villa and Iniesta's card. So that should be an interesting concept to do there as well. But for this video, we have Jadon Sancho's cam card. Big thing with this whole situation of him being a cam card now is being able to put him in different types of positions, right? The whole thing with FIFA is dynamic tactics. Being able to rotate players in certain positions helps you out to make different squads, put players in certain positions you wouldn't be able to put them in to get those certain links, and then use the dynamic tactic to change to a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and be able to put him wherever you want to put him. So because he's a cam card, you could put him striker, you could put him CDM, you could put him center mid in the pre-game lobby, and then when you're in the game, you can rotate him to whatever you want. So it's a big deal that they rotated him to the cam position. With this card, we're looking at 90 pace, 78 shooting, 82 passing, 93 dribbling. So shooting and passing would have to be improved, I think, personally, right? 5'11" with medium-low work rates, 4-star weak foot with 5-star skill moves. With this card, being all of this, we have pace that's decent, right? But we gave him the Deadeye chemistry style because I want to give him that shot power boost as well as that finishing boost, right? His long passing isn't great, so I'm not going to give him an engine chemistry style because that honestly doesn't really make any sense to do. I wish the Deadeye at least gave a +5. It wouldn't really hurt anybody if it did, but it is what it is. If the Deadeye gave a +5 for the long passing, it would help a little bit, but my ideal situation to use this card would be in the central cam position because with the pace being 91 and 88, it's not like, for me personally, in the left cam and right cam position, I like when it's like 93, 93. I'm using Ivan Perisic in this team, but I would prefer to use someone like Gnabry and stuff on the sides, right? But 93, 93 is a nice bare minimum to have for the side players, but for the central cam, having him at 91 acceleration and 88 sprint speed, with the Deadeye boosting his shooting and his short passing, with dribbling that's already there, not necessarily in composure, but not a big deal because the main stats of reactions being good enough, 86 is pretty nice, but the 94 agility, 93 balance, 90 ball control, 95 dribbling, everything seems nice in that area, right? We do want to use him in the central cam position. That's where we're going to be using him. The Deadeye chemistry style makes the most sense. He doesn't have physical presence, but if you guys have ever used his 84 rare gold card, you know that this card is going to be very responsive because in regards to a comparison, right? We're looking at +2s for dribbling, which +3s or 2s, excuse me. Let me just take out the chemistry style just in case I have it. I don't have it, so that's a little bit. 87 with the +3s only gives him +2s for dribbling, but his dribbling is pretty responsive. The big ones is the shooting with 6 and 5s. Passing in 5s and 3s is pretty nice as well, and then pace kind of irrelevant, but it's mostly in the shooting and the passing. Dribbling +2s and 3s, they do make a difference, but for a +3 upgrade, it's a little bit weird. But we're going to be using him with the Deadeye in-game as a central cam. This is the team that we're going to be using in-game. In regards to custom tactics, he will play in the 4-2-3-1 setup as we normally do in the central cam position. Ivan Perisic off to the left, Gnabry to the right, blah, blah, blah for the rest of the team. It's a very fun team. I always love using this guy's team because it's a fun concept squad, right? And it's not necessarily full concept because there's a lot of meta players in here. If anything, they're all meta. Because I think Mbabu has pace. Yeah, he does. He does have the pace. So even Mbabu is like a full meta card. So the only thing in this team that would specifically not be meta would be Jadon Sancho as a fun concept card, right? But everybody else is meta in their own way. So it's a very, very fun team to use. We're going to be trying out Lewandowski for the second or third time because we already did a review on him and I really liked his card. So yeah, let's get into a game, see how this team plays. Hopefully it's beast. I have decent hopes for the card. I think it's going to be a usable, fun card to use.
Setting is spectacular, the home of Liverpool Football Club. I'm Martin Tyler. I'm joined by Alan Smith. It is a
Oh, gameplay's in slow motion right now. Holy crap. Not just for Jadon Sancho, it's for all the players right now. It's good to test them out in this gameplay too because it allows you to test out whether the dribbling is responsive enough to get into the open space, right? Nicely done. Let's transition forward here, see what's up. Nicely done, Sancho. Nice little shot with his He actually did really well there. Finishing was good. He got the right angle for the near post shot. A good little finish with him there. Always get that fake shot angle to make sure you score the opportunity a little bit more consistently. His positioning in the cam position is actually really nice. I don't see myself using him on the sides. First time cross. Oh, he might have done okay there. Yeah, I don't see myself using him on the sides. I actually really like him in the cam position right now. Having the 5-star skills with the 4-star weak foot is very nice as well. Very quick dribbles. You see that? Very, very, very quick. Obviously, under pressure, he lost the ball a little bit, but the dribbling was very, very nice there. Fake Rabona to get into the space. Nice. His dribbling is very responsive. Little layoff. Let's see what the heading is like. Oh, he misses it completely. I wonder if, like, even the heading is under composure and stuff, too. It would definitely be interesting to find out. But, if, you know, obviously, if he was, like, someone like Ronaldo, he would score that. But he did a nice jump right there, actually. Heading is not really, like, a consistent way to score, but it's a good way to test to see if a person's, like, overpowered with it, you know? Oh, I love that moving scoop turn. It's the best.
Sancho.
His dribbling is quite nice under the circumstance, to be honest. Little layoff pass there. First time shot. Ooh, good finish with him there. Nice. I'm really liking him in the cam position right now. I think the Deadeye chemistry style is perfect for him. The big thing with these types of cards, right, is the fact that they already have the dribbling, right? So when they already have the dribbling and that can improve the card in other areas, it's very, very important. I'm not actually able to get an opportunity here. We're going to force the run here right away. Ball roll, get back on the outside. Ah, he does well there. Good off the ball movement right there with Jadon Sancho. Heel to heel, get the angle. Beautiful goal. Nicely done there, man. Dude, I'm not even forcing the ball to him, and he's playing really well. I think that's a hat-trick already. His off-the-ball movement in the cam position is really nice, man. And he's going to offer me defensive presence right there? Okay. We're going to force the run here with him. Utilize the empties position. Then we're going to do this. Transition back, Sancho. Nice. I love that. Beautiful, man. I love when they start transitioning back quickly. Here's the thing, right? Like, this is the thing about this card is that his dribbling is really good, and it's going to help compensate for the game not being up to par, you know? So, that's the big thing right now with this card. Nice. Let's utilize that middle space there, Perisic. Doesn't want to. That's fine. That's why I like him more as a striker, you know? He doesn't like to do that often. But, Sancho's doing really well for me right now. I like him a lot. His positioning is really good. He understands, like, what I need to do around him to make it work, you know? And I could have kept on going there, and he did really well still, man. Dude, Lewandowski with an engine chemistry style, I'm telling you, it feels like I'm using Giroud in game, like Giroud in the French squad. You know how Giroud like didn't even register a single shot on target or whatever, but he's just that guy that's going to be laying the ball off like crazy to the attacking players. I like it. I like the playstyle. It's really cool. You can tell that his stamina is already depleted though, because we have the comeback and defense part on the card, right? So that's going to be one of the bad things about this card for sure, is the fact that he's not going to really have the stamina to be able to come back in defense all the time. Lewandowski scores after I said all that. He's not going to be able to come back in defense all the time because of the fact that his stamina is not up to par, right? So it's more ideal to make sure that you do not tell him to come back in defense. But that is going to be a part of your gameplay that you will be missing. If you don't mind his stamina not necessarily being there at a certain point in the game, it won't necessarily be a big deal, but it is from the very competitive point of view, right? Like, it's always nice to have the stamina. I don't know why they do this to players. It's make them usable. Who cares, right? Like, let them be able to run or not be able to run. It's not really a big deal, but it is what it is. Yeah, he doesn't have stamina. So with the comeback on the fence, he's going to sometimes be tuckered out from certain positions, right? So let's see if we can get... His off-the-ball movement is brilliant. Let's see if we can do this here. Work that space there. Sancho's there on side. We should have dribbled a little bit more to get into the space, but we did well there. Alright guys, so final verdict on the card. I will say one thing. I was experimenting with my boys' 4-4-2 tactics as well, and I had the attack on balance with 5 width and 4 players in the box four as in regards to the little thing, right? And he was on stay central getting behind, and he was doing that really nicely. So I was rotating between the 4-2-3-1 in the central cam position and him playing as a right striker with Lewandowski being the target man-oriented striker to lay the ball off to other people. And honestly, he played the position really well. You need to slap the Deadeye chemistry style on this card. He needs the shot power boost. He needs the finishing boost. When you have decent finishing with okay composure, it makes the card more usable in game, right? I had a ton of fun using him in the central cam position, except for the fact that his passing being 62 was very noticeable. There were certain opportunities that I wanted to make a good long pass, because there's certain plays that you want to do to your left and your right attacking mid, or your left mid or your right mid, making those specific runs, and you won't be able to make those really like clear-cut passes with him in regards to longer distance because of the fact that he has 62 long passing. I'm talking about like very specific positions too, not like obvious like I'm facing forward. Like facing forward, passing is going to be very generic. It's the ones where it's like they're at certain angles, like facing that way, but they want to do the pass that way with good passing stats. That's very important, right? Because when you take the extra touch, you waste time, right? And obviously, his dribbling is very responsive, so it definitely compensates a lot for it. But I will say that that is one of the things that I definitely noticed in the card. Is it the only thing I noticed in the card? Yeah, because his dribbling is really good. Yes, he lacks in physical presence, but it's not necessarily a big deal because of his fast dribbling on the ball. But I thought that his on-the-ball and off-the-ball movement was really good. I actually had no problem with it at all. And he really fit that 4-4-2 tactic really nicely, where he was on stay central getting behind with the two-striker formation, with Lewandowski being the target man-oriented striker, laying the ball off to people. You guys saw a lot of plays, especially the clip in the beginning of the video where Sancho made that run. That was with getting behind and stay central, with Lewandowski being the target man. So just food for thought for anybody that wants to use this card. But it was a ton of fun to use. I do recommend it in the fun concept, but that long passing will bother you from time to time. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.